Hello there, this is the next session. And what I am going to do is I'm going to extremely tone down my accent as heard inside the last couple episodes. I'd just like to preface with that because I'm sure for anyone who isn't aggressively southern like I am will have trouble figuring out what I said. That was just a bunch of angry southern sounding nonsense. So there will be no more ain'ts, there will be no more ends, there will be a lot more just normal English speaking, if that's okay with everyone. Well, I say everyone as if like I'm like actually like a lot of people watching this, but anyway. Gonna just head in here and try to complete Bench Fight King. So with Bench Fight King, this one is just absurdly difficult for me for some reason, even though it's one of the first bosses in the game. Pretty sure it's technically the second, like actually, no, it's probably the third actually like fightable bosses. Like I just struggle with reaction time. At the end of the day, that's basically what this is. So they just naturally call in minions, which is never super fun to do when you hit this. And they also just kind of dive at you. So that's always been annoying. There is no real strategy I could suggest for this, other than maybe changing out your charms. What up, Ash? I have cheats on. Okay, good thing I called that because it was sort of been valid cheats information off. And just as per usual, we're going to decrease. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. So 12. We do one more. That's 21, of which is the base pure nail damage. And then with that out of the way, let's check on charms. Do I have a ton of charms on too? Yeah, shoot, I do. Anyway, yeah, sorry. That run is invalid, and even if I did, we would have taken it back. I do this legit. So I'm just gonna use my usual. I guess this is basically just hitting hard charm deal, but I never really stray from it. It's just really nice to have the extra bit of protection and just entirely use your nail. Which I suppose may be why I'm struggling so much with the Bench Fight King. Just because it's always super out of the way. I try to cast a spell. You know, let's just do Moloch. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't really thinking there. So as for conversation topics, never reduce the mindless. What's there really to talk about? I mean, there's a ton to talk about, but trying to stray from doom and gloom and all that. That one just nicks me there. Never really, like, the thing is, you just get very easily overwhelmed by the shots it makes. But typically, as long as you, like, just have good muscle memory, and I'm pretty rusty, I haven't played in some of those short while, but typically it's not very easy to get overwhelmed by those smaller attacks. And whenever it's in that large attack, you get either Shade Cloak or just Shade Cloak right here. Or you could just jump over it during that attack. Shade Cloak is very instrumental in dealing with a boss like this. So, like I said, a short reaction time this boss is very much that. Shoot. If only weren't for the claws. Like, get what the claws are there, just keep you, like, to keep up the thread of it actually moving. I figured it might as well do the Growl special. Just use its hitbox to attack. Rather than like an extra little claw attack. I meant to dash to the right. Also, if you're showing that attack, there is a very small opening, but I wouldn't take my chances with it. Kind of weird how Silksong doesn't have like a fragile health charm, whatever. What is it called? Unbreakable heart charm. Because I mean, I could get why, because that would just been overpowered for a probably harder game. I mean, I honestly really enjoyed Silksong's bosses, like to an extreme. Really can't wait for the Godmaster DLC of that game. Might not even be that. I just wonder how they do that, seeing as Dream No More, not Dream No More, well, maybe Dream No More. Wait, is it Dream No More? It's the Godmaster ending that where the basically the God Seeker place was destroyed. Is it God? Yeah, it's called Godseeker. Have we been saying Godmaster this whole time? Oh well, drawing the hook is reading all that is too hard. Let's go do something easier. Like that. Well, I know a far easier boss we could do. And that one is Nightmare King Run. To be honest, Grave isn't too bad as long as you know doing something. And I guess this is pretty random. The next session I'm gonna try to look at my perform because it does seem like I'm losing frames instead of change. Probably still gonna be good whenever it comes out. It's my just like preview isn't looking great. Anyway, for this boss, you just need absolute focus, so I may not talk too much during this. I just really love this boss. During this attack, you will do 4 instead of 3. Okay, I always get a jump there. Yeah, that one's just pretty basic. That one's a lot quicker, so you may not be able to heal. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you get to whack them a couple times. I just typically like to double jump through that one. I'm getting stuttered again. I'm having 2 battles, one with my accent, one I get with the boss. Anyway, got the first dagger. Got the first dagger. Dash you. Yeah, this one's just annoying. Because like this is probably my least favorite attack, because you can't even damage him normally during this attack. But like with the nail, I mean, not normal. And he just kind of touches you. But yeah, that's the thing. Like sometimes you trigger yourself to go in the corner, or you're just gonna get cornered. Yeah, that's a dumb thing to say because of course you're gonna get cornered. It's a corner. Lyco doesn't do like the full title card like it does for the original fight. I feel like that's what made people hate it so much. Not hate it, but just struggle with it. It always takes longer for attempts. Imagine if Markov had that, jeez. I keep on just touching me. Like it's always like itty bitty mistakes. And I put out the community post as a recording that will be stopping the like I was originally planning like a Nuzlocke Pokemon Infinite Fusion. I may still do it, but as of right now, it literally has 0 views. So I mean, like I did a little research, and it turns out that if you have a very young channel and you upload every day, then the website may think you're a bot, which I was not aware of, and I figured they may do something stupid like that, but I have my suspicions, you know. My current dream is just get like 1,000 subs. I don't want to be like the next Mr. Beast or whatever because that's completely unrealistic. I just want like a group of people, like a community or whatever. that I could just show stuff to. As well as to talk about the stuff in my description, my channel description. As I said before, I believe like talking about that it should be completely consensual. So I'm just stumbling over my words because I'm being a little distracted. Half focusing on talking, half focusing on the boss. It's always the itty bitty blunders. Okay, this attempt I'm just gonna lock in. Also, how do you leak a DM inside your channel bio? Hey, you should have really stopped talking. Stop talking. And I'm gonna do something. Okay, I just hit the instacast. Okay, that I literally just. Okay, that attempt was a lost cause. Okay, this time for real, I won't talk. Also has audio. I mixed it up a little bit. Hopefully, my talking isn't too loud. Okay, well, I just got distracted by a theory. Maybe the nightmare heart is like one of the forgotten hearts or an old heart, but it might be like a nightmare biome that was then destroyed, of which can now only live through dreams and the grim truth, of which collects frames to keep the heart still beating even though it's long past its time. And that probably makes zero sense. It's probably not true, but just if you throw enough things at a wall, something will stick eventually. Now this boss is hard. And I get that that's a no doubt moment, but still. Do 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 do. Shoot, very next me. That one also barely got me. That one's just kind of doomed from the start. I also plan on doing Radiant streamed, potentially Markov as well, but I feel like that should get some video rather than just being in a stream. Okay, I'm just gonna go silent for a minute here and try to walk in. Oh, I barely dodged that. I almost dodged that. That would have been cool if I did. Like I said, he'd pretty easy get cornered. And whenever he does a jump up when you're in the corner, it's just very difficult to go through. Should have D darts there. Well, not D darts, but you know what I mean. Shadow that coats. Come on. Yeah, I was so close. We got lock in a bit harder this time. Ah! You know, it's like, even though this is usually when it cut off, I'm just gonna do a double feature for this episode. I'm gonna call it the Nightmare King double feature, double whammy. And no heals. No heals this time. I'm just gonna get that rhythm. Gonna go into it since it'll be sung most of the time. I'm gonna get crazy with it. Okay, I can't believe I literally fell off the level. Or off the arena or whatever. Oh, that was a pretty good attempt. Got about halfway. I've done like pure vessel. Have like ascended before on Switch. Okay. 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 Yeah, I don't say about other than that. Maybe just like a ton of runners there. Okay, we are over the episode mark. So please share this with a friend and show my suffering if someone watches this. Make it all be worth it, please. Because I plan on doing Markoth, I plan on doing all of them, I plan on doing Radiance. I'll probably live stream that one, like I said. I haven't seen that behavior where you throw these two little bats out at once. Then they like do that little cross deal. Anyway, time to walk in further. Yeah, might as well just heal. Well, that proves me for that teaches me. Shoot. Let me add them. Coward. Shoot. Sorry. Let us that timer go off. Okay, now it's gonna be pretty difficult back in the loop. You guys just gonna have to. Okay, thank goodness. Gotcha! Gotcha, fool! Burn! Sorry, not too reactive of a person. Anyway, now it's time to do the actually hard version that I almost did there, where you just don't get hit at all. So it's gonna be like this is gonna be the NKG special here, the double feature. Shouldn't be too hard. I did it once with an interruption. Now I'm all warmed up. Yeah, yeah, just like the small mistakes like that cost you a lot. Guess this could also double as like a no healing challenge. Well, it kind of did heal, but it didn't heal in the running attempts. Oh well. Okay, then from here on out, the Radiant, I'm not going to heal. Well, not like I would heal. Good, then, you never mind. Nah, that's just kind of redundant. At least you do no spells. Okay. I feel like the fire must last longer in Radiant. Probably, maybe, like just like barely longer. Okay, that guy just cornered me. Almost feels like he's doubling up on attacks. So I guess this is going to be a little bit harder than I thought. That jump attack, man, that's the one that gets me almost every time. Like I'm always, and this like the low dash, I guess. I'm really good at the fire. I'm really good. Like I'm just good at the fire attacks in general. Like this one, I just know to thread the needle pretty well. And only dash when you see the third dragon. Not dragon, but the bat. Coward! Coward. Okay, I'm sitting up straight, locked in. Turning towards my primary monitor. That's right, I've been playing through OBS this whole time. I'm sure most people do, but still. I was merely using 1% of my power. Okay. Yeah, that was just a dumb joke. Like, yeah. Anyway, going back in. Because, like, I do feel like the frames on my OBS recording aren't as much as on my actual game. So maybe I should take a look at that. Hopefully it didn't reset because I'm at 60 currently. So when I export, it should be like actually good looking. Either that or like my computer has more than 60 frames. Well, probably does. Maybe, possibly. And just looks like the OBS is kind of choppy. Oh, it sends out 5. Okay. Okay. They always get greedy during that dash attack. Yeah, this time I'm gonna stop being greedy. No more greed. I'm typically not too reactive, but I feel displeasure at seeing the call. I guess that's without saying, but you see a reaction out of me, that's pretty rare. Okay, keep on being greedy. I just called her to jump, but slash. Jump and slash. That sounds like a song, like a title for a 90s song. Okay, keep on getting greedy. I like the thing is I have like an internal rhythm. Like if X does this, then you must do Y, right? That's just my internal rhythm. So whenever I see that, I'm naturally like, oh yeah, I jump and then I slash. But I just struggle with the timing. Okay, there you go. Okay, dude, I'm so greedy. I'm a greedy little nail goblin. Yeah, then that's, you know what, nah. Like, even if this takes an hour, this is going on, this channel is one big ol' episode. This is gonna be the NKG special. Okay, Grim is the kind of guy to leave the shopping cart instead of mow the lawn. That's who I think of him as. Mm. Coward. Another coward, that's what you are. Stop sitting my soul. I mean, hopefully the audio is coming out pretty nice because they did change it a lot. Because during the Soul Master boss from a couple episodes by now, hold on. Sorry, it's just hard to talk when you're fighting at the same time. Um, because during the Soul Master videos, yeah, the Soul Masters, Soul Tyrants, whatever, um, or the Soul Tyrant, I realized they could hardly hear me over just like the sheer noises that boss made. So I turned down the desktop audio in decent ways. Hold up, are you even getting any? Hold on, no way. I've had desktop audio off this whole time. Gosh darn it. So you couldn't even hear anything other than talk. This recording's pretty now. Dang it. Oh, okay. Hopefully, I'm gonna put like a disclaimer at the beginning of this. Gosh darn it, that's really annoying. Because I had it off for testing. It just went to check my audio. Gosh darn it. Yeah, can you tell me now how it is? I'm gonna have to like the title part. I blame the song for him. It's not my fault, solely the fiction game, video game character that I am fighting. The dastardly grin. I mean, I'm sure that like one person other than my mom watches this. So, yeah, hopefully you can find it in your heart to forgive me. I mean, so it was great, and I thought, oh, that's weird. Did OBS have an update? Because Hollow Knight is like whenever I'm like Hollow Knight's generic phrase, I was like, oh, maybe meshes the window. And that was what's going on. But, no, it's just kind of I'm too greedy. Gosh darn it. I mean, I might just want to be just looking at the audio bars here fairly equals and just probably going to turn it down just a bit more. Turn down to 25, negative 25 dB. Decibels. Now, hopefully, this is better comparison. Because this might be too loud. Well, probably is a good thing, best in disguise that like that. If that was like too much, like the game audio was so loud. But yeah, now I can see it's starting to even out a decent bit. My voice is coming through a bit clearer. Gosh darn it. Yeah, sorry. Still like a long ways to go before I'm good at recording things. So I'm probably just gonna have like a title card that says skip to here if you want game audio. That was probably for the best, because this is over 2 episodes long at this point. Should be like time at 22 minutes. Then I have to learn how to stream if I want to do the Radiant boss. That is a live stream. Radiance. It wasn't even because it was greedy, it was just because they suck. I'm starting to crash out, I'm starting to tweak a little bit. I mean, this is just, well, during this little cutscene, I'm gonna turn up my, hopefully you guys can hear better. I'm sorry this is so bad. This is like pretty experimental, I guess, would be the term. Just trying to see what's the best audio. Like, when I was like first starting out, I thought, oh, the hardest part's gonna be the video, but no one told you about how the audio is gonna be. It was gonna have at -3 decibels. I'm sorry if that's like too much or whatever, but just gonna have it at that. So that way, hopefully, it sounds like my voice comes through and the game audio comes through. Because in general, the bosses in this game are pretty loud. Coward. I'm tweaking out right now. I'm crashing out. I'm wilding out. I'm gonna get you, grim nightmare, if it's the last thing I do. Scooby-Doo ad dialogue. Did it, did it, did it, did it, do 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 do. Okay, I'm sitting up straight for this one. I'm locking in. No more slouching. We're gonna do this one like it's class. So I'm gonna give him a class book knockout. Or whatever they say. Textbook, yeah, textbook knockout. Kinda weird that Spike doesn't, like, you get that, that's the same brace, whatever. He has to just go, come on! He was in his, like, a little, like, bat stage, and that fire was still there, so it couldn't rest. Yeah, this one's going to be over an hour. Sheesh. Like, I knew this guy was hard, but, like, I did him so many times, I thought it would be pretty easy to do. For me, at least. And I do think I'm doing pretty good. I'm not even at his, like, heart palpitation stage. I guess this whole boss fight is him having a heart attack in sleep. Geez, it's kind of dark to say it like that. Old Man Grim died of natural causes. They never suspect the weird guy next to him because it was a heart attack. I mean, if we think about it, this whole boss, there he is a heart attack. Coward. It really is just a heart attack. Because I am kind of attacking, well, not attacking his heart. Unless he is like, I guess I'm attacking like, the representative of his heart. So with it, like, in a sense, blood is representative of the heart. Like, does that mean that the Grim Troop is technically an allegory blood? Because it circulates around, collects the flames, and then feeds it to the heart before going back out? I don't like these thoughts I'm having. Oh yeah, that's why there are like veins everywhere, because they're of that. Oh, it's because of the heart. You can like see it beating. Maybe that's why you see Grim beating kind of too. And that also lends more credence to my old Hearts theories. That of which, if you skipped this point, of which you likely did, I like thought like for a second that was genius, and that the Nightmare Heart was technically an old heart. That may have had a biome at some point before being chased out, and then having to live through the Grim Troop. Coward. Sorry. I'm kind of tweaking out. And this is like 52 minutes long. Probably one of my longer sessions. Anyway, please share this with the friends, though. That way my suffering wasn't in vain. Please subscribe or like or do whatever YouTube wants you to do. You know what? Like, I feel like this has been going on too long that I'm starting to go insane, and I'm starting to pull just random ideas out of my behind. Dude, I probably just hugged him. Like there was like I like hit him once and hugged him in forgiveness, like unforgiveness, and then he did that to me for shame. If I was brutally stabbed and someone hugged me, I wouldn't eviscerate them in an instant. I'm sorry, I'm starting to go insane. I get that it's only been hours, but I haven't subjected myself to like long form times. Oh, I parried him. I haven't done that before. And that hardly does anything. It's cool that I know how to do that. Coward. Please, Grim, I need this. My body kind of restless. I'm sorry, I just had to. I'm going to some dark places, and I can't wait to see what kind of horrible creature I become after dealing with the Markov and Radiance. Like I said, it's hard to do two things at once. Like, I can sort of do it, but it's hard to focus on what's considered to be a very difficult boss and talking and managing OBS all at the same time. And I get that's no excuse because a lot of people will do it. But dang. I mean, Radiance is probably going to take me like a year. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, keep making that noise. That's like my rage noise. Dude, like whenever I do that, like I sound like a depressed, like Jones maker, chain smoker grandpa, like Grim, I guess does. Okay, that wasn't too cowardly, but still coward. Sorry. Dude, I sound like a vampire whenever I do that. Like, I'm sorry, that's just like actual like rage reaction. I'm not playing this up. Oh, I barely lived that. Okay, that time we weren't much of a coward. Dang. Yeah, I'm gonna work on commentary. Like, I'm just gonna talk for this one. Just gonna, like, say whatever spews from my mouth as I put most of my focus on this guy. Because that's somehow gonna be more entertaining than anything else. Okay, and so now, like, I just dodged those. Where do you think the guy gets his bats from? Is he like a magician with doves? You also gotta remember to do that there. Okay, then so the spikes go up. I wonder if those are made of steel, and that's why it is. Do you think like with GMS, do you think his hair is just that hard? Do you think they use his hair gel? Like, what would hair gel be like for this species? Especially if like the cloaks are basically hair. Do you think there's like cloak gel? Like cloak gel would be kind of cool to be honest. Like, do you think they brush the cloaks? They had to like wear their Sunday best, brush their clothes or whatever. Like, in order to twist it, do you think that they're cloak stylists? Like generally, do you think that the reason why his is red on the inside or whatever is because he actually went to a hairstylist and asked for just like the all red special? I'm going crazy. I honestly prefer the original Grim theme over the remake or remix for this one. I guess I just prefer church metal to church whatever this is. There we go. No, that's the weed I like to see. Coward. Okay, not too cowardly, but he still did duck down there. Sorry. I mean, it kind of looks like a torch. Like, I get that it's probably intentional character design, but do you think that the torches are the fallen Grims before him? There's like tombstones inside the dream realm that happen every the dead bug bod with the dream name. I'm going to like if a Victorian child heard this, that Victorian child would be crying and screaming because humans fear the unknown, and I sound like a madman. Yeah, I originally intended for this to be like 20 minutes. We're an hour into. Probably gonna be a little longer for you because of the disclaimer I'm probably gonna make. So yeah, I'll probably, to be honest, I'm kind of lazy. I'll just probably record like a Google slide. Probably also to put a timestamp in the description. Come on. How long it took? Do you think they'd like reanimate the things being? Or do you think they just had those in code from the original boss? Because there are a lot more of those there. It actually would have been kind of cooler to see them actually like coiling around like the Godseeker like throne. It might be. Let me go check. Nah, I think it would be kind of cool to just show its power if we're like reaching up from the bottom throne, whatever. Honestly, the Godmaster is dressed like she's in the cast. Not gonna lie. I mean, look, she got. Honestly, is she even there? It's kind of like the Lord of Four, whatever he's called. The only reason we know that it's alive is because it looks at us. Are you enjoying this, Godmaster, Godseeker, whatever your name is? What's your face? With your Popeye hat. I'm gonna crash out. I'm already I'm just like rolling around to the chair. Okay, now it's not the fact that Ting's there implies that they're metal. Does he like? Do you think they put like? Do you think he took iron literally when he heard the iron is good for your hair? So he just put iron in his hair because that's the implication. Because I think that's supposed to be hair, or like the cloak or whatever, which is kind of like a biological growth meant to shield the owner from harm and to keep them warm. So basically, just hair. Because according to like our guy at least, I know that if it was his way, he'd be naked. Or it'll be naked. It would be naked. I don't know why I'm going insane. But I am. I'm tweaking out. I thought that said Absolute Cinema for his nameplate just then. Like yeah, this is a video, but I'm not playing this like especially I will say the Grim. My channel kind of viewless was overplay, but this that I'm just kind of feeling the rage now. Come at me, fool. I don't know if they just gave him like an obscene amount of health, because I am hitting him at like a ton. And he's coming to kind of like the background for me. Okay, I'm gonna lock in and I'm gonna actually pay attention to the fire. Coward. Grim, please! My channel kind of view this. Gosh darn it, Silver Jackson back. Gosh darn it, that's a little overdone, but. Okay then, I'm going to talk like the average person from the United States of America. I do so enjoy drinking coffee. I mean, I am American, but I'm just from the South of America. I'm trying like a northern accent. Like my accent's not actually that bad. It's just kind of a southern. But I'm gonna work on my like non-insanely like whatever accent. Just hard to think when I'm recording. I guess I could talk about stuff like my grandpa. He has a YouTube account. I'm not gonna say which one because I'll tell you why in a minute. It's like a Christian. It's one of those AI Christian accounts. I wish they're not necessarily bad, but if he were to just like actually record himself talking, I think that would be infinitely more valuable than just AI slop with actual stuff on to long. I'm probably not gonna share my channel with him, but he like uses like my image in his videos sometimes, and he mentions me. So he's like, and like he uses his avatar, which was like I guess AI. He put his image to, and he has to make it younger. And I honestly kind of feel bad for him because he is getting up there. So, like, I guess in the comments, I'm the grandchild of a AI Christian content creator, AMA, I guess. I mean, what am I doing, man? Dude, I've been going for an hour 10 now. How much longer is this gonna be? I mean, I am kind of committed now because if I stop, then I don't think I'll have a big rust. And we're going back to Southern. I feel that if I were to stop, I would become rusty and therefore not good at the game. Funnily enough, when I was younger, I watched a lot of British YouTubers. So when I was younger, I had a British accent. You may not believe it. And I guess that somehow translated to a like I went from northern to Northern American to British to Southern American. Like I actually got to go into a play, and it was the play Into the Woods, of which is just like a hodgepodge of a bunch of different fairy tales. And I was casted for Jack, and like that let me just say that British accent came clutch, man. Still got a memento up on my wall here. And I guess in a sense the whole collection soaks on of getting a mementos in the post games. Kind of like in real life. I have a memento. I'm sure that at least like the one person who is my mom that watches these, I'm sure you have a memento. Okay, question of the day: what is your memento? Comment it. Because like I haven't posted videos for a week. Surely by now, the algorithm realizes I'm not a bot. It's not like I'm spamming this out. Yeah, sure, I have them out every day. But I have them out on schedule, right? These are just like not unedited. How did I it's like I like, that might have been the farthest I've been. I was talking about something that has nothing to do with the boss, and I died due to falling off the arena. Anyway, so that was really fun. That was the first big production I did, and I went to, like a pretty small Christian school back then. So it was like crazy to me. Like we went to like a cottage, maybe a community college or something, because they had like a really good stage there. I remember for one scene, I had like the mouthpiece to like a speaker or whatever, and I like there was a scene where like someone's going to play like the golden chicken or whatever, the golden goose or whatever that I got from like the sky or whatever. Um, so I said very audibly while I thought my microphone was off, "What about that chicken part?" And like the people on stage really had to cover for me. Like, I was just thinking about dinner or whatever. Like I never live that down to this day. I used to keep myself up awake at night thinking about it. It was. I mean, like I'm not traumatized or anything by it. Like I just like think about my like what where it may be if I just didn't mention that chicken part while backstage on that day. After that, I did like one more play, I guess. It was for an urban like thing of Alice in Wonderland. It kind of sucked, to be honest. It was done inside of my school's like chapel, I guess, and it was nothing like the first one. It was an actual script, and I played a character that was selling coffee, I guess. So I was selling coffee or whatever. And I like I forgot exactly how I said it was just the most expensive sounding coffee ever. I guess like and other than that, that was about it. Like I went from a British, very well done, like character, well-rounded character from fairy tales that have been talked about for centuries, and I had like two solos, and I was in pretty much every other group song. And I ended up becoming a coffee salesman next one. I never really get why we couldn't do like an actual like the thing about doing urban is like, oh yeah, sure, like you could just do cardboard buildings. That would have been a way easier set piece than like the original crazy Alice in Wonderland. They didn't do that. Like it was literally up to the audience's imagination of just imagining a backdrop. Because it was literally just like one of like an older looking chapel with a bunch of kids on it that were acting like they're insane. I mean, I don't think it's considered it was a pretty good time. Someone was playing like the baby car thing, like one of the other rooms, and I watched them play it. I mean, it's probably been years since I've heard that name. Like, I really think about my days as an actor, like my 2 years of being an actor since school play. Now, hopefully that anecdote is entertaining enough to help people. I mean, it was to turn my sanity a decent bit, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was a pretty good time. I was about to take a break in a minute, and then probably still gonna have this as one big video. I'll probably finish this today. I might just have to take a break soon. Like, I remember like a drum instructor back then, and because one of the drums really bad, and my mom was like, "You teach him how to do the music while I sing." So like we went from drums to that. Whenever we weren't doing that, we were talking about Greek mythology and Pokemon. It was pretty fun. This is just me, or are there like more red like dream catchers on there than usual? You know. Okay, I'm sitting up again, I'm getting locked in. This is hopefully gonna be the one. Okay, got killed immediately. Dude, I was flambéed there. Okay, that's the times before I take a break. I've been going for an hour and 18 minutes. Also, I get them going back to that, but please, like, do all the YouTube things. I'm pretty sure you're able to hide the video now, too. Coward, which is pretty cool. I haven't really paying much attention to balls because I've just been busy. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a short break now. Well, probably not too short a break. I'll be back today. So, like, I'll just probably have like not a time card. Just assume I'll be back a couple hours later. Okay, then I'm back. It's been a couple of hours. Had dinner, did a decent few other things, and I'm going to get back into this tenuous boss fight. Let's go. So I do forgot what I was talking about. Hopefully I can beat this guy pretty quick, because it has been a while, and I am probably now rusty once more. I need to do pretty decent stuff for. Yeah, shoot. Well, there goes the first of many in the second, I don't know if we call this a next session. I took a pretty long break, so I guess you may as well. So I took a bit of a break. Now I'm somewhat more insane than I was before. My team meant to get back to the groove. Do fair that you did give him a decent bit more health. Like I wasn't being carried that time. Saved myself there. Remember, don't rely on the paired saving. Not paired, but you know, back. Okay, that wasn't paying attention there. That's nice that I got it that far, though. It took me the long first few attempts. So lesson learned, rely on the double jump if you ever get into that situation. If he does the downward dash. Coward. Fuck, I guess. Probably shouldn't be that onto him, I guess, because if I were fighting like a little guy and I was reverted back to my childhood self, along with all earlier iterations of me, I wouldn't be entirely happy to think it by now. I wonder if NKG isn't actually the original Grim that we see into the Grim Troop, but rather the original Grim that first dealt with the Nightmare Heart. So I think it would probably not that. It feels like instead of fighting the Nightmare Heart, we're fighting like the Nightmare Heart's representative, if that makes sense. I like the little spider crawl he does. Okay, yeah. It's always the attack. I always get greedy on that attack. Okay, then let's go back on into this. Gotta get my voice back into gear. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I upload this video and the frame rate's to what I see. Oh, come on. That came like right in the middle. Or like, I like the, it might just be like a subtle thing, may not even be a thing. Looks like the dream catcher symbol almost has like a red tint to it. Okay, gotta get back to gear. Gotta get my voice on. 1, 2, 3, good for me. 1, 2, 3, good for me. At the end of the day, this is almost exact like a dance. Just gotta learn what to do for each move. Okay, I should have down slashed. It always comes without a down slash. Because either I'm too prepared for it and I already have it held down, in which case I don't really have much insurance or assurance if I do dodge it. If I miss it, I mean. And then if I hold right, then that means that I would just swing to the right and it fall into the flames. Come on. I mean, this is a bit later. I was initially recording it around like 5-ish. Now it's 7:42 about. It's already been 6 minutes. I'm just gonna tune this up a little bit. Gonna put my keyboard further up. Come on. Okay, I'm just gonna get the next 3 attempts to get old-fashioned lock-in and see how far I get. Because I haven't gone like the fully like freaking out part phase. We're literally gonna break this hard. Come on. Blathering Skype. I swear to gosh and golly gee, I will have your head on the stake. And hopefully the new audio settings are working out pretty well. So now the game audio should be pretty, like my voice is going to be a bit louder than it will be. And I think that's what most people use. I have it currently on -25 for game audio and -3 for from using OBS. I always do it too late. Okay, from now on, the simple deal is I'm not going to attack whenever he dives. And I feel like it's going to save a ton of runs. Whenever he dives, just dodge. Because that's where I always end up pulling it on. I almost forgot there. Stop trying to tempt me. At the end of the day, it comes down to not getting hit. As long as you're not getting hit, you're not going to lose. Yeah, this phase is just always pretty annoying to me. Because it's just kind of a bunch of BS being thrown at you, especially the one there's like a really tight spot to go through, and everyone's to top the other. What was it, the like fire trend behind is a pretty clever mechanic on to stop D-dashes. I got greedy there. Coward. Come on. I mean, for my thing again, 60 FPS, I have 60 FPS, so it must just be like a recording preview deal with them seeing. Going back like the FPS thing. Come on! Sorry. I just kind of get... Like, I typically don't rage check against ever. I'm doing no-hitter perfectionist stuff. That's where the I'm just the person thing, I guess, just freaks out. I'm typically not too reactive of person. I'm sure that being reactive gets you a lot more views and the algorithm likes it a lot more. So I'm sure this video is going to perform relatively well compared to my other vids. Like currently the highest view count I have on the video is 3, as a recording at the very least. My latest video, which was a part 1 of a Nuzlocke, currently has 0. I have like a Sims like playthrough that probably not gonna finish because no one watched that one either. I guess not many people are looking to play The Sims. I mean, to be fair, my like thumbnail was auto generated, so what are you gonna do? Like, I kind of like my mod lets me do save states, but I'm not gonna use them to get past a cutscene because I do almost feel like that's cheating. I wanna be able to do this and experience every part of it. I do occasionally tend to go on autopilot, and that's why I guess I'm messing up here. Because if you're talking, then you typically just smash it enter like a autopilot type deal. Come on, coward. Okay, should have dashed there. Should use my dash more. It's just that attack and the dive attack that's just really doing me in. And what would that be, like an uppercut? Man, I guess I'm just off right now. I need to get back into the game. I like how, is the Godseeker looking up, or is it just like straightforward? Is it Godseeker, Keeper, Master? I honestly can't add now. I think it's Godseeker. Just keep on calling it God Master. Come on, coward. I beseech thee, coward. I beseech thee. Yeah, sorry, this is gonna be a bit less like commentary for and now the order be just because it's getting late and I'm getting pretty tired. Then again, you might get some content when I finally snap. I mean, just like asking for likes and such, and subscribes and such, and shares. But that would actually really help me out since I'm such a small creator. Honestly, that sucks. That shouldn't be happening commentary. I'm sorry. Okay, from now on, I'm gonna kick myself full gear and talk about random things. Okay, like for example, I don't know. But something topical to talk about in the current age. I already like ranted about AI while like the sound of a soul tyrant like just kept on blasting like crazy, and you can hardly see me speak. Gosh, I'm going back to 7 again. I'm going to talk normally. I mean, I talked British for a while. It's just that, well, like I could sort of do it. Needs to be to the right like environment. Like you could hear on specifically 4 sounds. It was just like a very slight accent. Like people ask if I was from Oxford or something. Don't get why I'm like suddenly talking about that a ton. Yes, I just like reminiscing whenever I'm faced with something like this. Okay, finally. Another reason to air that means that he's either gonna do that or he's gonna do the fire. And I honestly prefer the fire. Thank you, my good sir. Ooh, once more. Was I just dishing out a ton of damage? Or is it that the, like, here's the thing, that happened, like, very quick. So it doesn't mean that phase 1 just has more HP, or maybe it has a clock. That means that you can't enter another phase until that clock runs out. And then the pressure is on. Yes! Yes, I did it! I did it! Pretty good for a console player. Yeah. That was great, actually. Like, in only, like, over an hour 30. I actually did that. I haven't done that on console. So, I'm very glad that I managed to do this. This is probably where I'm going to cut the episode off. Thank you all so much. Well, not you all, since I don't think many people watch this, but thank you for watching. And please share this with a friend or anything like that. And if this gave you like any joy at all, please like. But anyway, thank you for watching once more, and yeah, see you tomorrow because I post pretty much daily.